Today's video was originally to be my May TBR, but now since it is a bit late for that video, so I decided to make this kind of a video because I really wanted to share with you all what I'm reading in the month of May. And also, after April being such a good reading month, I think I just jinxed it because I said it so many times in my videos that I hit a bad reading slump in May. Each and every book that I am picking up, I just can't seem to hold on to the story or to the plot, and then I shift to the next. So still I managed to finish at least one complete book in May, and that was It's All in the Planets by Preeti Shenoy. It is a fiction book, and I have read like 2 or 3 books by Preeti Shenoy before this, and I have absolutely loved them. She's a fiction writer and her writing style is really good. So this is a book talking about how your zodiac signs are playing a role in whatever is happening in your life, how the planets, the astrology is at work. And I'm somebody who's like very interested into all this astrological stuff. I love reading about zodiac signs, and I'm very much into reading my horoscope and stuff. So that is why I picked up this book. And to know what I felt about this, watch the complete review, which I'll be doing soon. So another book that I picked up after It's All in the Planets was Hind Swaraj by Mahatma Gandhi, because I really want to read Hindi books. I just feel more connected towards like my country, more connected with myself when I read books written in my mother tongue. I don't know if that's just me or what, but I do feel that way. And I wanted to read this, but obviously, since I have been reading English books for quite some time now, it was a bit difficult for me to read this one because it has some like real difficult Hindi words. That is why, despite of this being such a thin book, I wasn't able to complete it. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed that I'm not able to like read books in my own mother tongue, and that is why I want to read more and more Hindi books now. Yet another book that I picked up in May was Harappa, The Curse of the Blood River by Vineet Bajpai, which is a bestseller. And again, I wasn't disinterested in the story, but somehow it wasn't just the thing which I was looking for at that particular time, and therefore I couldn't continue with this one as well. Such a bad month for me. Okay, now the next book that I picked up was 3000 Stitches by Sudha Murthy, and I read the like first chapter in this, which was about the Devdasi culture, in which girls are forced into prostitution and stuff, and how the author worked towards that, and I really liked that one. But since it is not a like complete novel revolving around one particular plot, and is a collection of numerous short stories, so I wanted to read it like not just in one go, and I wanted to read it with time and give time to each and every story to sink in, and then start with another one. So that is why I just read one of the stories in this and left this one, not because I wasn't interested or anything. The next book that I picked up in May was The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, which is a collection of 26 poetic essays by the author on religion and stuff. And honestly, I am so much in love with this book, even though I haven't finished it yet. It has poems or poetic essays on topics like love, marriage, children, and the author has explained it in such beautiful ways. And I know it's difficult to explain. He has used a beautiful vocabulary and arranged the sentences in a very nice way. And I'm just in love with this book. Why I left this one was because it is a little philosophical, right? And it was getting a bit like difficult to digest and let all that philosophy sink in. When you're reading books of this kind, you're not just reading them. I at least don't just read them for the sake of reading. I really want to take some value out of such books. I first want to like let myself ponder upon the thoughts expressed in the poems I have already read from this book, and then move ahead. So again, a lovely book, a bestseller for a reason for sure. Another book that I picked up which I picked up today itself, was or is 1984 by George Orwell. And if you have seen my video, cheap bestsellers from Amazon, that I bought a few days ago, I'll be linking the video in the description if you want to check it out. If you have seen that video, you know how excited I was to read this book, and I also said that this is going to be the book which I'll be reading first. But that didn't happen, and when I picked it up today, it was kind of like not my type. I can't judge it by just few pages, and I will be reading this, but the writing style of the author is just not the style that I am used to or I am comfortable with. So I closed this one after 20-25 pages. The book that I picked up after closing 1984 was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, which is also an Amazon bestseller, and I started reading this one today. And this one is finally something which I am able to have interest in, and it's quite interesting, and I think this is something I'll be continuing now. But I don't know, May has just been a bad month, like weird reading slump wherein I want to read but I'm not able to find a book good enough. And now one book which I think have been jinxed or cursed or something of that sort is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. It is a classic, and I have had this for like over an year now for sure, and I have started this book like hundreds of times, literally, I'm not even joking, and something or the other comes up and I'm just not able to finish this, even though it is a lovely book and it's so interesting. I find this book so interesting. I really want to finish this one. So right now I'm confused between The Power of Your Subconscious Mind and Little Women. What do you think? Which one should I read out of these two first? Leave your suggestions in the comments. This was my What Am I Reading in May video, which should actually have been titled as What Am I Not Reading in May video. Anywho, I just hope that I get over this slump very quickly and at least finish one or two of these books, because honestly all of them are good. If you like this video and want to see more such videos, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.